And now, for tonight's program, the Teen Awards of Theatre.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to welcome you to the Sheen Awards of Theatre, inspired by our inspirational actor, Charlie Sheen, where everyone is winning. It is my honor to present the first award of the night, the production with the most awesome songs. As you know, the winning production of tonight's award will receive a winning cup of awesome songs. Before we begin, I would like to introduce so-and-so to enlighten you all upon the true meaning of that which we call theatre. Now that we have enlightened you all upon the winning aspects of theatre, I would like to introduce our first nominee, Greek theatre.
Ah me, what spasms do they shoot? What pangs of agonizing memory?
As was just exemplified to you, Greek theatre is an art that is very theatrical. Some of the major playwrights of the time were Sophocles and Aeschylus, who developed the concept of multiple actors
On one stage.
Religion was often expressed throughout Greek theatre. It was meant to praise the gods, such as Dionysus.
The god of wine and wild party.
We are men. We may not look like men.
But we are men.
Women were not allowed in the theatrical profession. Excuse my diction.
She has a problem. I am trying to help her.
And that is a very profound moral, to help those less fortunate. Greek theatre was often about morals. And
There was also a chorus, and they did a lot of chanting. Toga, 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 toga.
And now, the second nominee, Roman theatre.
Oh, woe is me. I am dying. I need someone to rescue me.
I am a hero, and I am stoic. I will rescue you, fair damsel.
Oh, thank you.
Are you entertained? Good. You are one of the masses. Our sole purpose is to entertain the masses, yes?
Yes, of course.
We also do several farces upon human stupidity.
And guess what? I'm a man.
We're all men, because everybody hates women.
Because they're not cool.
The church hates us too. And now, the third nominee, Shakespearean theatre. Dost thou understand the deep, true meaning of those words to whom we spoke? It was aimed at those of an intellectual level, but with dry humor to appease the masses.
Shakespeare wrote mostly two types of plays. The comedy, to amuse both the intellectuals and the masses, and the tragedy, to show deep morals and meanings, and the tragedies of life.
In his plays, Shakespeare often made fun of people's stupidity and idiocy.
But always very subtle.
He developed the techniques of soliloquies and foils.
Soliloquies are where there's one person standing on the stage giving a monologue.
And foils are where another character is developed as an opposite to a certain character to emphasize that certain character's quality. And now, the fourth nominee, opera. Opera is a form of theater that combines symphony with acting. Some famous composers of the time was focused on intellectual entertainment.
In opera, there was never a moment when people were speaking.
It was always singing.
Like this.
In opera, several techniques were developed, like arias,
Where one person would stand on the stage and sing for a very long time.
and this very long time revealed deep inner thoughts of those characters. Some major aspects of the opera were harmonizing with different parts,
Different
characters, and overlapping vocals.
Overlapping vocals.
These are the aspects that make up the opera. And now, the fifth nominee, Theatre of the Absurd. Wherefore art thou?
Romeo.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind, I can't do Shakespeare.
Because this is the theater.
Of the absurd.
That's absurd.
That's absurd!
That's
My goodness! And now, for the sixth nominee, musical theatre.
There's been some confusion over rooming here at Shiz. But of course I'll care for NASA.
But of course I'll rise above it.
For I know that's how you want me to respond.
Yes, musical theater. It's a combination of singing with acting. It's a mixture of pretty much opera and the traditional Shakespearean theater.
But unlike opera, you don't sing all the time. There's also much acting and normal theater aspects involved.
There's a lot more plotline to musical theater, which means the story is developed throughout the characters' actions and words.
There's also the continuation from opera of harmonizing and different vocal parts. Also, you introduce dance and jazz hands.
The musical theater is meant to be understood by the common people.
Hopefully. It's not about intellects anymore. It's about you and me and our story.
And entertainment. And now for our final nominee of the night, modern theater.
Good morning to you all, and welcome to Modern Theater.
Modern theater is a depiction of real life on stage.
Except because it's a depiction of real life, you really wouldn't use these sort of accents because it's not really applicable to this situation.
So I guess we can talk normal, and we can do that to relate to the audience, because that is what modern theater is all about.
It's about connecting to the audience because they really do not want to see all the fancy fairy tales and this is how wonderful life can be. Because it really wasn't.
The story was connected primarily through the emotions of the actors. So what actors would do is there would be very, very intense scenes in each play that would really make the audience feel the emotions that the actors were portraying. Such a winning collection of art forms that stimulate the brain and generate popular